Good morning, it's Harp here. Just going to get into what we're seeing in the markets here. Soybean rally has taken canola along with it and corn along with it as well. And let's just say that the market had a really good pop. Markets are maybe weighing in a little bit of politics, weather, and buying all at once as well. So let's just get into it here. Soybeans rise on China. China buys and buys more. And there's basically stating COFCO reportedly booked at least 6 cargoes of U.S. soybeans for September to October. Now, it's pretty well known that they do need to buy to meet that commitment, and again, that's the political side. But it's also stated that he might be going to China, or yeah, he expects to host China. Sorry, around September, and China's buying ahead of that. Now, crop progress and whatever else, like, and a few people are talking it basically being a beauty contest, and it really is. Drive by, it looks excellent. Like, I'm going to say the same thing with a lot of the canola crops that are not underwater. They look pretty darn good, but that didn't get hit by hail and all the other weather factors. But definitely got a very lush looking plant out there, in a lot of areas. But where things are probably moved the most here is when you get diving into the soybean conditions and U.S. conditions. And North Dakota is one, and it's like 8% of the soybean, so that might have a bigger pull. But Nebraska had a big improvement on the corn, and they are in third place, 11% of the overall production. So where does the weighting actually matter, and what kind of growing conditions each of these specific areas are going through? Just an idea where the bulk of either corn or soybeans are grown, just to know where that is. And this is dated because I grabbed this from yesterday, but a 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, and then 8 to 14, and the center is actually going to be dry, and the CPC is actually showing quite hot, but there's still moisture in the south, where they need some, of course, as well. And it's pretty evident when you see these bands of moisture where these ridge riders are basically a lot of the moisture is actually hitting, and you can see it here just in your longer range forecast as well. Temperatures, you can see that they do get hot further south, and then as you move on, it starts to take over as we get out into the later on in the next week, actually, and it gets pretty hot. But when I look at it with the GFS and the European models, they don't agree at all. You can see that there's going to be some heat, but where is it on the 5 to 10? I guess the short-term forecast is the only one that's actually going to give you a little bit of truth. And outside of that, there's like your 10 to 15 don't agree at all, and I don't know who's going to be right either. Neither one of them are going to be right. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in a forecast beyond 5 days. Market's up again. Canola is up at 758, up $1.30. Soybean oil is up just 10 or 0.1 of a penny at 69.28. Crude oil is up $1 or three-quarters of a dollar at 69.28. Sorry. Soybeans up $1.75 at 11.94, and that's the one that I keep on saying it's the leader. Now it's going to be the weather. Spring wheat is down a couple cents. Your hard red winter is down 2.5. Your Chicago is basically just down a half a penny. The French milling wheat is down slightly as well. Corn had a pretty good day there too, and it's only up 1/4 cent. And the Canadian dollar is down fractionally. So this is what we're looking at. The green candle, nice green candle, still positive here today as I look at it at the moment. So that's a nice recovery. So it did get out of that sideways funk and peaked ahead, but we're far from that value where the market actually had traded to. But when you look at European rapeseed, it didn't get that same kind of move. So it's not a European rapeseed thing, and it's not really a soybean oil thing either. So it's soybeans. Soybeans actually took the run, and it's pulling canola along with it. and granted, we're both countries are getting some weather, but I think it's the combination of the politics, meeting proposal, and the start of the Chinese buying. Palm oil futures not really rallying. Uh, your crude oil is basically going sideways to down. Diesel fuel is going up, but I think that again, I keep on saying it's the driving season. Same thing with the gasoline. Same thing here. So look, Canadian dollar, it's still. I said it's going down, but it's just basically tracking sideways. It's doing nothing. Wheat. So I'm going to start with corn futures. This is the one that's actually got the big rally back, and it did get all the way up to the 38.2 retracement value and trading above it at the moment as well. European wheat or corn has actually been constantly going up here, basically, but I don't really want to say that that's the leader here. I think it's the U.S. on its own. Minneapolis wheat up against your 20-day moving average. Nice moves in the last week here. Basically tried to create a bottom, and feels like we have. Big difference between the Minneapolis chart and this chart. It's getting closer to trying to make a higher high on the Kansas and on the Chicago, where Minneapolis is quite a ways away from trying to do that here. So I just show it here with all complexes together. Here's your Minneapolis is the gold one, and you can see that we're a long ways where these other ones are basically trying to get back to some of the same